Hello, this is Matt Nelson, and in this video we're going to pick up where we left off with our query for worldwide importers and import the data into a PowerPivot data model in Microsoft Excel. So for the time being, I'm going to copy the script that we wrote to the clipboard with Control-C, and then we'll open up Excel. I already have PowerPivot on my ribbon. If you don't have PowerPivot on your ribbon, then you go to File, and then Options, Add-ins, and then wait for a moment, and then Excel add-ins change to COM add-ins, and then Go. And then we can see that we've checked off Microsoft PowerPivot for Excel. Once you do that, you get the PowerPivot ribbon. And what we want to do is go to Manage our data model. The first thing we want to do is create a connection. So we'll go to the Get External Data section and from SQL Server. You can give it a friendly connection name. So I'm just going to call this Worldwide Importers. Type in the name of your server or look at it from the list, and then select the correct database name, Worldwide Importers, and test the connection. And we have succeeded. Next, we will then choose to write a query that will specify the data to import, and press Next. And we're going to call this Invoices and put in our SQL script. If we want, we can validate the script to make sure that its syntax is valid, and then press Finish. Once the import finishes, we'll be able to add measures to the data table. And a measure is essentially a calculated field for a pivot table. And we can start by summarizing revenue, profit, and cost. And we can begin to build calculations off of that, such as gross margin and other important metrics. Okay, now that the data has imported, we can close this dialog. And now we can see our data set. And the sorting of the data isn't really important here. What's important is that we are working with 228,000 rows all at the same time. And for starters, we can begin to calculate some measures. So we can say revenue, for example. So revenue colon equals sum. And then the best practice for adding a measure is always to name the table. The data model can become pretty complex pretty quickly. And if you don't put the name of the table in your formula, it can become rather confusing later on. So even though I'm working within the invoices table, I still want to reference the invoices table name. So that's our first measure, and we'll pick up in the next video with building a dashboard. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.